Good morning, brothers and sisters of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. This is Cry Aloud Messengers. This morning I have got an important subject that we want to discuss and share on these important points. Now is the time to arise and shine. My brothers and sisters, the perils of the last days are upon us as a people, and now is the time to arise out of sleep. My brothers and sisters, we know the Bible tells us on Revelation chapter 3 that today the church is in a Laodicean state, and it is the church a militant. God is building up the church triumphant, that each and every one of us should strive to be part of this church triumphant. We are going to read from Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It reads, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you." So here, my brothers and sisters, we see that actually God cannot be saying to us, arise, if we are risen and if we are shining. Remember, my brothers and sisters, the purpose for us to arise and shine, it is to draw many to this gospel of the kingdom. We know, my brothers and sisters, today that there is a lot that is happening in our church. We're just dressing like the world, eating like the world, preaching like the world. We are the ones who are drawing those worldliness inside the church of God. And here God is telling us that we need to arise and shine. We need to put on our beautiful garments. And as we have already said, that in Revelation chapter 3, it's been addressed at the Laodicean church, which has got a self-righteousness. And here, my brothers and sisters, the word of the Lord is actually telling us that we need to arise and start to live up to all these truths that have been given to us since 1844. We're also going to read from Isaiah chapter 52, verses 1. It reads, "Awake, awake, put on your strength, O Zion. Put on your beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For the uncircumcised and the unclean shall no longer come to you." So here, my brothers and sisters, again, as it is written in Isaiah chapter 60, we are being told to awake, to awake. It means today the church of God is sleeping, and today the church of God is not putting its beautiful garment, which is the righteousness of Christ. And we have been told that once the church has risen, once the church is now awake, the uncircumcised and the unclean shall no longer come to the people of God. My brothers and sisters, it actually shows, my brothers and sisters, that the days of the purification of the church are hastening on apace. God is going to have a pure and clean church that will sound the loud cry, a message that will be the church triumphant. The church will no longer be the church militant. The church will no longer be in a Laodicean state, but it will be a church that will be filled with the second Pentecost, as it takes these three angels' messages to the world, as it takes this gospel of the kingdom to the world. My brothers and sisters, the time has come for us to arise and shine, for the glory of the Lord has risen upon us. The time is now, my brothers and sisters, to do that. There is no more time, my brothers and sisters. God has given us a message today to sigh and to cry for all the abominations that we are doing. You know, we are following our worldly customs, our worldly practices, and all those are customs. God is saying, my brothers and sisters, we need to sigh and cry before the great and dreadful day of the Lord approaches. God is sealing his children that will compose this church triumphant. That these are they that will arise and shine today. And that time is now, my brothers and sisters. We read from testimonies. Before we read from the testimonies to ministers, we're going to read from Romans chapter 13. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It reads, "And do this, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than we first believed." My brothers and sisters, the Bible is very clear that we need to awake out of sleep. God cannot say these words if the church today is risen and is shining. My brothers and sisters, we need to arise and shine today. And how are we going to shine? Verse 12 tells us, "The night is fast spent, the day is at hand. Therefore, let us cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light." My brothers and sisters, it's clear that today inside the Church of God there are the works of darkness, and God is saying we need to cast off those works. We need to sigh and to cry for all these abominations if we are going to receive the seal of God. If, my brothers and sisters, if we want to be part of the church, a triumphant that will sound the loud crying message and gather the people of God outside Babylon, we need to arise and shine today. And that time is now. We're also going to read from Testimonies to Ministers and Gospel Workers, page 118. It reads, "The perils of the last days are upon us. In our work, we are to warn the people of the danger they are in. Let not the solemn sins which prophecy has revealed be left untouched. If our people were half awake, if they realized the nearness of the events portrayed in Revelation, a reformation will be wrought in our churches, and many in our churches, and many more would believe the message. We have no time to lose. God calls upon us to watch for souls as they that must give an account. Advance new principles and crowd in clear-cut truth. It will be as a sword cutting both ways. But be not too ready to take a controversial attitude. There will be times when we must stand still and see the salvation of God. Let Daniel speak, let the revelation speak, and tell what is truth. But whatever phase of the subject is presented, uplift Jesus as the center of all hope, the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. My brothers and sisters, here our inspiration is telling us that the perils of the last days are upon us. We need to be a people who are studying the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. As already said, that today from Revelation we see that God is actually seeing his children, as this we read from Revelation chapter 7, and that the winds are held back for the purposes of the sealing. My brothers and sisters, it is a high time that we need to arise and shine if we are to receive the seal of God. And that time to do that, it is now. We need to be a people who are sighing and who are crying for all the abominations that are being done, that we are doing in our midst as a people, so that we may be a people who are going to receive the seal of God and compose this church triumphant. May God, my brothers and sisters, richly bless us all this Sabbath as we seek to study the book of Daniel and Revelation. May you all have a blessed Sabbath. God bless.